Shalom. So, I did a video a while back letting y'all know to watch out for monitoring spirits and how these spirits can take the form of people and animals and even possess and control them as well. Gang stalkers are monitoring spirits in people, even those they can possess them and use them too. And then there are some walking among you that's not human. And even the occult as well. They are possessing them, using them. They're not human. This is why you got to be very careful on how you answer questions and be careful on what you say. And Ecclesiastic chapter 10, verse 20 makes that very clear. Do not curse the king even in your thought. Do not curse the rich even in your bedroom. For a bird of the air may carry your voice, and a bird of flight may tell the matter. So you also gotta watch out for sabotaging spirits as well. And not only do you have monitoring spirits, which are also, masquerading spirits, but you got the spirit of sabotage as well. And, what's the definition of sabotage? It means deliberately destroy, damage, wreck. Deliberately destroy. Deliberately meaning on purpose, intentional. The spirit of sabotage, the purpose of that spirit is intended to destroy the person from inside out. The sabotage spirit / demon agenda assignment is to prevent your destiny to succeed, stop your success. This spirit operates by stirring up jealousy and strife, and it keeps disputes, arguments, disagreements going. It works to promote suspicion and resentment. It is vindictive towards people. So the sabotage spirit works with familiar spirits as well. And the familiar spirit acts as the sabotage spirit. It surveys, pretty much observe, aka monitoring spirits, the observers, they watch and all that. The gang stalkers, and informing them of breaks and hedges of protection, your strengths, your weaknesses as well. Remember, these monitoring spirits, the gang stalkers, which is our monitoring spirits, the demons in these people controlling them, and also there are those who are not human, stalking your light, ladies and gentlemen, because Yeshua is the light of the world. So are you. You also unplug from the matrix, so there is an alert about you because you woke up. So now you see the astral projection, the glitch in the matrix. Also, those of you who are empaths, you can feel the energy. You can see somebody off the rip, see who got a demon in them, who's operating. Like, you can tell a lot from people when you're an empath. It's different. You see things more from the spiritual than physical. So these monitoring spirits, and they watch you. They gang stalk you. And everything you say and everything that you do, wherever you go, the places you eat, whatever you do, they report back to their handler. And their handler is the sabotaging spirit. They plan things out. So, they go back to the sabotaging spirit. They talk about your strengths, your weaknesses as well. Their plan is well thorough out. You know what I'm saying? They strategize it very well. And these monitoring spirits, these masquerading spirits, they also could be known as hindering spirits, are used to monitor your life, conversations, your breakthroughs, your callings, or destinies. So the sabotage wants to stop and destroy your plans, success, purpose, progress, your dreams, your visions, and even relationships from happening. This is why I told you, when people ask you, how you doing? Your response should be, how you doing back? And if this is a monitoring spirit, and if this is a demon in the person, they are not going to answer that question. When you say, how you doing? They're not going to answer. They're going to look at the person who sent them, their handler. And sometimes they will answer it. And, you just have to use reverse psychology on your answers. Don't say too much about yourself, your personal life, things going on in your life and all that. Don't. And especially when you spiritually awaken, you're going to see who the agents are, especially those who come your way, because your light, your energy, your frequency is going to bother their demons. It's going to expose it. They're going to be bothered because demons operate on negative, low frequency. And anybody operating on that low, negative frequency, they're going to be bothered by your energy. And this is why you can't tell anyone, even people that you know, and strangers, anything. Let me tell you something. 90% of people, I'm going to keep it real with you, especially even in the workplace and all that. 90% of people, when they ask how your day is, they don't even care. They don't. They just want to be nosy and see what you got going on. They don't care how your day's going. They ask you how you doing, what you got going on. They don't really care. They just want to be nosy. And then if your name is brought up in a different conversation when you're not around with certain individuals, they be like, yeah, such and such told me, they got this going on for the weekend, or this is how they feeling. They don't care. They just want to be nosy about your life. But you got to be very careful now, because you woke up. So you see through the spiritual. So you see these agents, you know how they operate, and then you see what they're doing. They're trying to see what you got going on to plot and sabotage it. So they may ask you what you got planned for the weekend, for the day. If they start asking you personal questions, your likes, your dislikes, be wise. Keep the combo simple. You know what I'm saying? Be wise in your answers. Keep them guessing. And if you don't want to answer it, you just tell them straight up. Like, I don't feel like answering these questions. You get into too personal. Why are you asking me these kind of questions? Who sent you? I start asking people that. Who sent you? Are you government? Who sent you to talk to me? You're asking me all these kind of personal questions you never asked me before, and you seem to be so invested. Who sent you? Am I speaking to you, or what's in you? Because I can see what's in you. Who sent you? Test these spirits. And remember, the thief does not come except to steal, to kill, and to destroy. That's in John chapter 10, verse 10. So don't tell anyone your plans. Don't tell anybody how your day is going, even if it's good, even if it's bad. Don't tell nobody nothing. Keep them guessing. Yeah, the gang stalkers, these monitoring spirits, yeah, they watch where you go. Yeah, they watch the places that you shop at. Yeah, they watch and listen to the food that you order. Yeah, they go to the places that you like to relax at. They watching you, because these are what the monitoring spirits do. But don't tell them about your personal, how you feeling, what you got going on, how's your day, what are your likes, your dislikes. No, you don't tell nobody any of that stuff. They may watch where you go, they may see what you do, but they don't know you. They don't know about you. So keep it like that. If God blessed you, you keep that to yourself as well. Listen, if God gave you a vision or a dream, don't tell anyone anything, because if you start to do that, if you start telling someone who you may know, right, or you think you may trust this person, or because this person's a familiar face and you feel like, I want to tell the good news and dreams and my blessings coming along the way, you might not even know that that person you speaking to, just because you know of them, they're a familiar face, that may be a demon operating in that person. And this demon is taking notes on what you're telling this person, because you thinking you can trust this person because you know them, and you want to tell them your blessings, your dreams, your visions, what you got going on. That may not even be the person you're speaking to. It could be a demon that's literally in this person, or a demon taking the form of a person you may know. That's how deep this gets. And next thing you know, they're taking notes of everything you said. Especially when you're spiritual, watch them. When you start speaking, watch certain people. They're literally repeating what you're saying. They ain't speaking out loud, but that's what they do. And then they report it back to their handler. And now they're strategizing on how to stop whatever you were speaking to this person, because of people around, or the individual, because you got to test these spirits. Especially when you become spiritual, and when you now start seeing weird things. Now, you just can't talk to everybody. You just can't trust everybody. No. When you're an empath and when you spiritually awaken, your discernment, you're going to see who is who. But this right here is for those who are carnal, who don't know about the spiritual. Y'all better get spiritual. Go to the Most High. Already gave a blueprint. When you turn to Him, the veil is lifted. But for those of you who is not spiritual, y'all just going to be talking to everybody and everything, and you don't even know that there's things happening to you. Then you wonder why things just not going your way. Then you wonder why your plan didn't happen, or why something just happened. To those who are carnal, why did it go my way? Yeah, man, because it's spirits that you're talking to, and they're taking notes, and they're trying to plot to destroy your plans. That's how real as this gets, and this is especially for those who are carnal, who don't believe in the spiritual. But y'all better get spiritual, because this world is more spiritual than physical, and they are walking among you in human form, in the flesh, taking the form of a human and an animal, and they're also in people that you may know as well. And we're talking about your family too. A lot of them, some of them ain't even humans, some of them are clones, some of them are even a straight up demon in the form of an animal, or also in the occult, or witch or warlock. That's how deep this gets. So y'all better unplug from the matrix. And when you unplug and when you start seeing the abnormal and the weirdness, then you know, oh, okay, now I gotta move different. Now I gotta speak different. Then you're gonna have people all come to you, and then you be like, wait a minute, what's going on here? But you gotta be wise. Don't trust everybody. Don't trust anybody, man. Test these spirits. Sharpen your discernment. Ask the Most High for discernment, and you will see. So you gotta be very wise talking to people, because the sabotager spirit will come to sabotage your plans, your destiny, your blessings. Whatever you are speaking, they're going to try to sabotage it. Even the Bible tells you to guard your mouth. Whoever guards his mouth preserves his life. He who opens wide his lips comes to ruin. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 3. Whoever keeps his mouth and his tongue keeps himself out of trouble. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 23. A fool's mouth is his ruin, and his lips are a snare to his soul. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 7. Put no trust in a neighbor. Have no confidence in a friend. Guard the doors of your mouth from her who lies in your arms. Micaiah chapter 7, verse 5. So watch what you say, and don't tell anybody about yourself. Alright? Don't tell nobody about yourself to just anybody, or even people who you may know or may come across, or who may come to you. You be like, oh, I recognize this person. Yeah. No. This is more spiritual than physical. These people are walking out here with demons, and these demons is watching you, watching your light, And then you got some of these people, these demons, that's taking forms looking like a human, a male or female. They can even take the form of a person who you may know, but it's not. It's a demon taking the form of that. And an animal too. Or somebody's coming to talk to you and they're walking this dog. And this person walking the dog, that person may not be human. Both of the man or woman and that dog ain't human. Or that person may be human, man or woman, and they talking to you, but that dog ain't a dog. That's literally a demon in the form of a dog. Or that dog just got possessed by a demon. Now you're conversating with this person, but that dog is listening to what y'all saying, but especially you. And then they're taking all your words and then report it back to their handler. That's how deep this gets. And then if you're a person who speaks out loud, especially to yourself, but you're speaking out loud, there's birds that are flying. Some of them are possessed. Some of them are actually a demon in the form of a bird. They're listening to what you're saying flying around. They're going to report it to their handler. That's why you got to watch what you say and who you speak with. You just can't tell everybody anything. I don't care if you know them or don't know them. Stay quiet. Especially when you unplug from this matrix and you start seeing how people start moving out here with their true intentions and their spirits. You start to see their spirits. You see who they really are when you unplug from the matrix, and especially when you're an empath, when your discernment is sharpened. You see how they operate. Maybe to those in the group that they're carnal, they asleep still, they don't know how this person's operating, but you will see through these people, and then that's why they get bothered by you, because your light, your energy, your frequency exposes their demons. It bothers them because you can see who they really are. They may have the other group fooled, but you will see through that actual person. That's why they get bothered by you. But it's spiritual, because it's their demons being bothered by your light. So even the Bible tells you to keep your mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? So pray for discernment, because your discernment will allow you to spot who they are. And you will see who they are too. You will see them. So also watch out for the self-sabotaging spirit as well. Self-sabotaging. And that spirit, that demon, focuses on the insecurities of the individual to destroy personal progress. So all these people out there, insecure within themselves, or they're bothered by a certain part. It may be your body. It may be certain flaws that you have, and you start speaking a certain negative way about yourself. That's a spirit, self-sabotaging spirit as well. That's what it is. So be careful. Literally be careful, because that spirit, the self-sabotaging spirit's focus, its main focus is on your insecurities of that individual, and is to destroy your personal progress. So if you're worrying about your weight, I'm too this, I'm too that, I can't do this no more, I don't even want to go to the gym, I give up, give me more food. Some people eat because of depression and they overeat. That's also gluttony, which is also a sin, but that's also the self-sabotaging spirit that's making sure you continue to do that, to keep yourself at that point. So the self-sabotage spirit is sent to hinder and discourage opportunities in your life. Self-sabotaging behaviors are procrastinations, self-medication with drugs or alcohol, comfort eating, which I just said, and forms of self-injury, such as cutting yourself. These acts may seem helpful in those moments, because remember, a lot of people in this world, we don't know what they're going through. People cut themselves. They're going through traumas. People are drinking, smoking. They're doing things to find a way to heal their traumas, their pains. Turn to the Most High. The Most High will give you that comfort. He will take all of that away. This is all that you're doing is low frequency, is negative energy, and it's also the demons that come into your life asking you to do this, because they get pleasure on your pain. They get pleasure on your misery, and they feeding off that energy and feeding off that negativity. They want you to do that. And they're watching you destroy yourself, and they're smiling and laughing and gaining all of that energy, stealing your energy without you realizing it. So while you're doing what you're doing, there's a door open. There's literally a demon in wherever you're at watching you, even standing right next to you, putting more thoughts in your mind, whispers, and you're doing more things to yourself. And you're feeding that demon energy, and they want that. So that's a self-sabotaging spirit, ladies and gentlemen. You know? And all of that is deceit. It's deceitful. It's all lies. It's all lies. You don't even have to do all of that. Turn to God, the Most High. He will heal you from your traumas. He will heal you from your pains. You won't even have to do any of that no more. I'm telling you, turn to the Most High. Talk to him, because he already knows what you're going through. He knows your trauma. He knows your problems. And trust me, he is still watching you while you're doing what you're doing to help yourself, but you're causing more harm for yourself. But he's still watching. It hurts him, but he's still watching, waiting for you to turn to him. He's watching everything that y'all do, good and bad. And he still loves you, and he still wants you to come to him. And it's those demons that are watching you do the bad, because they want you to do the bad, because they want to drain your energy. They love that. Demons are here to ruin your life. They're not here to be your friend. You know, and you know, people aren't always aware of their own self-sabotage or the damage that it is causing, because the effects of their behavior may not show up for some time. Unfortunately, connecting a behavior to self-defeating consequences is no guarantee that a person will disengage from the behavior. It is possible to overcome almost any form, of self-sabotage. And this is where Peter tells us in 1 Peter, so put away all malice and all deceit and hypocrisy and envy and all slander. Like newborn infants, long for the pure spiritual milk, that by it you may grow up into salvation, if indeed you have tasted that the Lord is good. As you come to him, a living stone rejected by men, but in the sight of God chosen and precious, you yourselves, like living stones, are being built up as a spiritual house, to be a holy priesthood, to offer spiritual sacrifices acceptable to God through Yeshua HaMashiach. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 1 through 25. So always stay in prayer. Pray for people as well. And don't speak negative on yourself or other people as well. And pray to rebuke and break word curses over your life and over your kids' lives as well, and your family as well. Because words are curses. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21. Death and life is literally in the tongue. So if you speak negative over your life or over other people, you're casting a spell and a curse without you even knowing that you're doing that. That's witchcraft. But if you speak positive and all positive, and that's where you got to be slow to speak, slow to anger. Be wise on how you answer questions. I told you. Watch out for these monitoring spirits. Watch out for the conversations. Random people coming up to you out of nowhere, asking you certain things, personal things. This is monitoring spirits. And then they report it back to their handler, which is the sabotaging spirit, to plot and plan how to sabotage. Watch out for it. So not only does gang stalking and monitoring spirits operate as well in the workplace, the sabotaging spirit operates in the workplace as well, ladies and gentlemen. Employee sabotage occurs when an employee intentionally inflicts damage on the organization or its members with the intention of undermining or disrupting the operation or profit of the organization in some way. These are ways that the spirit operates in the workplace. Deliberate non-performances, falsifying or altering information on company records, embezzling money, disclosing information to competitors, arson, vandalism, using weapons or other materials and substances to destroy or damage company property, spreading malicious and untrue rumors with the intention of causing damage to the company or employees, or property, singling out employees, trying to get this person fired, having people go into their workspace to sabotage it, to, you know what I'm saying? They hire people to go into your workspace to sabotage it and then put all the blame on you, making you responsible for the chaos and the stuff that they create. I'm telling you, man, y'all better get spiritual. That's because these are spirits that are operating in people. And then there are spirits that are taking the form of people too, to operate on those who have awakened to this matrix world, who have unplugged. Spiritual. It's spiritual. You know, and they disassembling key parts of machinery or other equipment. So this is stuff that, you know, this is how the spirit of the sabotage spirit operates in the workplace as well, ladies and gentlemen. It does. And also, if you end up in a relationship with someone and God is not in it, the devil is going to come right in between your relationship and sabotage it and destroy it, because Satan appears like an angel of light too, ladies and gentlemen. So the spirit of sabotage can enter your relationship, and these are ways that you might be sabotaging your relationship. These are ways, okay? So these are examples. You might have unrealistic or rigid expectations of how others should treat you, and so you are easily disappointed. Then when a partner treats you badly, your suspicions are confirmed, yet you failed to set healthy boundaries from the beginning. Your friends and family may tell you that you are too picky, or they might try to get in between your relationship as well, to put things in both of y'all ears to separate y'all. This is what happens. You either struggle with intimacy and are either a pursuer, you know, craving intense closeness, clinginess, you know, or you could be a distancer who can be remote and shut down when stressed. These are what happens. And then you may have negative beliefs about yourself and your ability to find long-lasting love, or you may even tell yourself, I'm not good enough, or there will never be anyone who's right for me. These are examples. These are literally examples of the spirit of sabotage in your relationship. Or you are a people pleaser and you don't want to make waves, so you avoid conflict. You may feel resentful, and you may believe that people will reject you unless you make them happy and are in a good mood. You are also, you can be convinced that the problem is because of your partners. Therefore, you will spend too much time analyzing others rather than taking responsibility for your role in your relationship problems. And these are just examples and ways of of the spirit of sabotage entering your relationship. So these are ways that you may be sabotaging your relationship without you knowing, and that's how that spirit of sabotage is entering with all of these examples. You know, listen, I'm gonna tell it to you like this as well. What you are attracted to, what you were attracted to when you was broken, still asleep, you know what I'm saying? What you found attractive and what you craved and what you liked, I'm telling you right now, you will not look at it the same. And it would disgust you, actually, once God heals you. And once you start healing, and you take that spiritual journey of healing, and you start working on yourself, and it don't even matter. Don't rush your progress, ladies and gentlemen. Don't rush to get healed. No, take the time as you need to heal. Work on yourself, but put the Most High first, and let God work in your life. But take the time to heal. Know your weaknesses, your strengths, what you need to work on. Learn and love yourself first. And then you can be able to operate in the outside. But I'm telling you right now, when you start healing, and when you start being on this spiritual path of healing, and you are alone, you are what you was attracted to, and what you was always around when you was broken, with doors open, with demons on you, when you had no idea what was going on in your life. When you start healing, you're going to look at all of that. Even come across things and see things that come your way. And you're not going to find any attraction to it anymore. It's going to disgust you. And these are the things that start coming your way when you start healing, because your energy, your frequency is high, and all of that is going to be negative and low frequency. So that's what all of that's coming your way too, as well. So put God first, heal, focus on yourself as well. Continue to always protect your energy and your peace, and don't chase after anyone. Don't chase after people. Don't chase, because the right people will start coming. They'll come to you. Test these spirits, but the right people you will attract. When you start having your own following, that's why you see all of these influencers and all of them. They have a certain amount of followers. You will start attracting people. You don't chase nobody. The right people will come to you. Either you're using your influence for good or for bad, because it's a spiritual warfare. But the right people who like your content, not only like your content, but relate to you, have an understanding, and also are learning from you too, they will come to you. You don't got to chase nobody. Don't chase. Don't. Just keep focusing on you, heal, do what you do, and everything will just start aligning itself. Then people will hit you up. Test these spirits though. Don't just welcome, because Satan appears like an angel of light, but don't just welcome. Monitor, watch, but the right people will come your way. That's why influencers, content creators have the certain amount of people that they have, because people relate to it, understand it, like it. And there's literally a spiritual warfare as well. So it's either you're using it for good or you're using it for bad. Literally. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, God's plans for you are better than any plans you have for yourself. With God's plan, it is prayer, it's friendship, it's courtship, it's God's confirmation, it's marriage, it's romance, it's sex and making love, forgiveness, trust, God-centered relationship, eternity, and heaven. Without God in it, ladies and gentlemen, it will be the devil's plans. And that would be lust, sex before marriage, abuse, wrong marriage, anger, unfaithfulness, divorce, broken hearts, pornography, and of course, hell. So watch out, ladies and gentlemen, for sabotaging spirits and self-sabotaging spirits as well. And I'm not going to speak too much about the monitoring spirits and all that because I already did a video on that. But watch out for them. And matter of fact, I'm going to let y'all know. That's why you got to be careful with these monitoring spirits. That's why when you are an empath and when you unplug from the matrix and when your spiritual eyes is open, the Most High lifts up the veil, you're going to see the astral projection. You're going to see the glitch. You're going to see the weirdness. You're going to see people's faces change, skin colors change, demons in people's faces, their eyes change. You're going to see those who aren't human. You're going to see a lot of weird things. Even those who you know, you're going to see them act weird, but this is all spiritual. So this is for the carnal. The carnal people who their mind is not spiritual. These are the ones who get hit with all of this. Y'all don't want... The carnal person is the one that be like, yo, every relationship I get into or stuff that I plan, it doesn't work for me. It all fails. And I'm telling you, I got to get more spiritual. It's because it's more spiritual than physical. This battle is not against flesh and blood. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. Literally, it's spiritual. And when your spiritual eyes is open, you're going to see people for who they are. And that's how you're going to... And then when you get discernment, you're going to spot the agents. There are agents in this world. There are. And all of you, remember what I said, even on the targeted justice, 25% are aware that they're being gang stalked, illegally stalked and harassed. But this is all monitoring spirits. And there are 75% of people who are unaware. But that's literally 75%. That should be 99% because there's a lot of people still asleep. They are unaware that they're being gang stalked. Unaware they're being illegally stalked and harassed. Unaware, 75% of y'all being thrown on these lists from the physical. But the spiritual is a lot of y'all, carnal, not spiritual, still asleep, plugged in. Y'all being watched by these demons. They're also carrying your voice, whatever you're saying. And that's why things are happening in your life and you can't explain it. My plans, they always seem to fail. Or the relationships I'm always in, they never work out. Yes, because y'all got to get more spiritual, man. Because monitoring spirits are watching y'all, studying y'all, and then they sending the sabotaging spirit to destroy whatever you got going on in your life. Y'all got to pay attention. Y'all got to watch it. So watch out for those who do that with their nose, with their eyes, the sniffing, the coughing, the patting their heads, the color codings. I explain how the tactics are. Those are literally demons. I had a guy come into my job, greeted me, you know what I'm saying? He said, how you doing? And I just nodded. You know, I nodded. I said, how you doing? And as he's smiling at me, and behind him was a woman walking, patting. They're everywhere. But he literally sniffed. So when you see people act a certain way, those are spirits. Those are demons in these people. And that's how you're going to know who's the agent. So somebody may come your way talking to you. You're going to look at them. Look at them. They start fidgeting around you, coding one another, but they fidgeting because your energy, your aura, and your light is bothering their darkness, their demons, their low energy, and their low negative energy. And then they're going to look around at those. Pay attention. Observe your surrounding. Because you're going to see the agents. Those who come your way to speak to you. The agents are out there. And they're all looking at one another. Coding. That's how demons speak. So you'll know who was sent. Who wasn't sent. And then you'll be like, oh, okay. Let me not answer this. Or let me still be friendly. But don't give nothing about myself. And use reverse psychology and reverse the conversation on this individual. And keep it about them and not about me. Because the agents are out there coding one another. Trying to take notes on what I got going on. So they can report back to their handler. And once you see things more from the spiritual aspect. You start to understand things. That's how real this gets. So this is me. This is for the carnal. Those of y'all who don't believe in this. Y'all are being gang stalked. Demons is watching y'all. Y'all hanging out with people that a lot of them ain't even human, but in the form of a human, looking like a human, and you thinking that's your best, that's your day one, your sis, your bro. That's literally a straight up demon in the form of a human, a man or a girl. You're fornicating, you're sleeping in bed with a person thinking that woman is voluptuous, curvaceous, and damn, that woman, damn, look at what I got sleeping next to me. Look at her body. I'm banging that. Or woman, yeah, look at this man I got muscular protecting me. That's not even a human. That's literally a demon in the form of that man or that woman you're in bed with, or that happens, or that person is demon filled, just draining your energy, and is also a handler, an agent in your life. Samson had a Delilah. Be careful for the Delilahs out there. The agents take a note on your life to send it out to the handlers to plot and destroy it. Come on. It's spiritual. It's real. So watch out for that. Watch out for these sabotaging spirits and self-sabotaging spirits. All right? So, you know, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. And here is a prayer against the spirit of sabotage. Here's a prayer for y'all. And, you know, let's start. Heavenly Father, I curse every root of bitterness, anger, unforgiveness, foolishness, lying tongue, bearing false witness, slanderers, false accusations that will operate in the spirit of sabotage. I curse every python spirit, jealousy, demonic wisdom, judgmental spirit, all spirits of witchcraft, spirits designed to silence my praise, controlling spirits, rage, envy, murderous tongue, criticism. Expose every spirit that tries to hinder my walk and flow in Yeshua's name. I cancel, break any assignment of every spirit that would try to weaken my faith in Yeshua's name. I declare and decree that no spirit will destroy me from the inside out in Yeshua's name. I command condemnation to all negative words directed at me, and I say these words are nullified, void of life, have no meaning. I break every spirit of madness and confusion off my life. I break every spirit of betrayal, unfaithfulness, treason, deception, worldliness, and double-mindedness in Yeshua's name. I declare and decree that I will never allow the spirit of sabotage to enter into my spirit. Forgive me, Father, for knowing and unknowingly operating in the spirit of sabotage. I cancel every spirit that comes against God's divine and delegated authority for my life in Yeshua's name. From this day forward, I will speak blessing with my mouth. From this day forward, I walk in a spirit of cooperation, peace, patience, love, and humility in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. And I pray that this blesses not only myself, but the viewers who watch this as well. Put that blessing over their life as well. In Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. Stay safe. Unplug from the matrix. Repent of your sins to the Most High. And yeah, until the next video.